Okay, for those of you who are interested, who have checked out the Mayan calendar, they have a short count of 5,125 years. Yeah, I'm looking down at the paper. And they have a long count of 25,625 years. Well, what I came up with is something like this. I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm going to try and explain it. Okay, you see that's a tic-tac-toe board, and it crosses. 1 goes down through 5 into 9, 3 crosses over through 5 into 7, and 4 crosses over through 5 into 6. Thus we have 3 times crossing the 5. Okay? Thus that is the star key on your telephone. Thus multiply 5 by 5 by 5 equals to 125. So we take the 125 from the 5,125, and we end up with 5,000 years. Now, what we have now is thus the angel spirit. As for creation, we put the 0 at the beginning, thus of life. We have the 0 to the center, and representing the universe, we have the 0 at the end of the 5,000, and that's how we get the 3 zeros in there. Okay, it has to do with Alpha, Omega, and the life we live in is 0, 0, and 0, and the 0 we have is the O letter that stands for universe, the man we live in, and that would be the 4, 5, 6. So now we're going to take the 4, 5, 6, that 125 from the 5,000, 125, and we end up with 5,000. Now we divide it by the 125, and we end up with 40. Something to do with 40. Moses took the walk of 40 days and 40 nights. Thus we know there are 4 major elements of the earth. Thus the 4th letter is D for day. So what do we get out of it? I have no idea. This is for you to figure out, not for me. I figured something out already. Now we go to the long count. In the long count, I'm going to show you, okay, there it goes. We have 1 crossing through 9 through 5, 3 crossing through 5 to 7, 4 crossing through 5 to 6, and 2 crossing from 8 to 9. Thus, if you ever looked at the ambulance, okay, the start key on the ambulance has no east-west line. It has just a north-south 2 through 8. Now, if you look at the Jack of Spades, you'll see that it also has, it's holding a lollipop, which represents 2, 5, and 8. Well, I put the 2 of them together, okay, for the whole equation. Now we take the center of 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, and we get a total count of 625. So we take away the 625 now from the 25,000, from the 25,625, sorry, and we end up with 25,000. Now we divide it by the 625, and we end up again at 40. What is it about 40? Everybody calls 40 middle age. What is it about 40? So now I was thinking, what if I added back, okay, to the 5,000, the 625, and I add back the 125, okay, to the 5,000, I would end up with 5,750. Thus, on the Hebrew calendar, we would exchange it with the Gregorian calendar, and we'd have this year of 1989, which I came up with as the spirit birth of the heavens, of the birth of the heavens. Thus, in 2012, this is exactly 23 years later. Thus, this number represents life as for the W, or the W in French, which is V, which equals to life. Okay? Thus, now I came up with that in 2015, I come up with 2 equally the 2 and 0 as beta universe, and 1 and 5 of the angel spirit of God. 20 and 15, 20 is Torah, 15 is universe as per the letters, okay? And if we add them together, we get 35, which is half of a triangle. Oh, excuse me, it's half of a diamond. Thus a whole diamond would create 70, thus the 70 on the digital clock. Now, the other thing I come up with, now in 2015, I also come up with, it's 5775 of the Hebrew calendar, which the 5 is the 5th letter in the alphabet, and the 5th letter is an E, the 7th letter is a G, the 7th letter is a G, and the 5th letter is an E. We get Eggy. the totality of our entire universe all in one egg. So thus, what came first? Was it the chicken or was it the egg? And does it make any sense? Because it all seems to work out. How about you? Figure it out. Leave me a message. I'd like to know what you get from it.